Hey buds! Tonight we will be trying for the first time fairy rings or Scotch bonnets. So I've always admired these but never been brave enough to try them. However, we've done a bunch of research and we believe we have 100% correct ID, so we're going to give them a go. They like sunny open areas like in lawns. Just make sure that you are choosing a lawn that doesn't have pesticides or fungicides in it, which ours does not. Based on the name, fairy rings often grow in rings, although for some reason ours are growing kind of in lines, but they are clustered together. And they do this thing that apparently is called a brulee, where the grass around them tends to be a darker color. And that has to do with how they are interacting as far as nutrients go. As for the ID of the mushroom, I'm not an expert, but the details that we found were a nipple-shaped cap, a tough pliable stem, and the gills underneath. Some of them will be forked and they won't all reach the center. And then on top of that, if you do a spore print, which we will show you later, it will be a white one. So most of the lookalikes, they say, have really breakable hollow stems, and that's one of the easiest ways to tell, but you definitely want to do multiple checks. We also used an app to make sure we were on the right track and confirmed with a local expert in a community group. So we believe we have the very right mushrooms and they're supposed to be delicious, so we're looking forward to giving them a try. So something that people sometimes don't realize is that actually picking the mushroom doesn't hurt the fungi itself. The mushrooms are actually the fruiting body, so it's no different than picking, say, a crab apple off of a crab apple tree. You don't have to worry about harming the organism. So doing a spore print is really easy and can help you ID a mushroom. So in this case, we're actually looking for a white spore print. So you usually want a paper that isn't white, is colored or dark if possible. And you can either do one cap on each, or you can line them up so that they are half on and half off, each color of paper. And that way, if you get a black spore print, it'll show up. If you get a white spore print, it'll show up. Then you just put a bowl over top and wait overnight. And so here are the results of our spore print. You just remove the bowl and you turn them up and you can see that we do indeed have a white spore print, and it's much easier to see on the colored paper. So you could get many different colors depending on the mushroom, but it will help you with IDing what you've got. All right, well, we're gonna melt some butter in our pan and then add 2 ounces of fresh fairy mushrooms to the mixture. In order to prep your fairy mushrooms, we remove the stems, just like that. And we'll take those 2 ounces of mushrooms and add them to our pan. Now, as far as the stems, some people just say chuck them, but we don't like to waste things, so I will be adding them to our soup stock. Meanwhile, we're gonna get some salted water to a simmer and then add 4 ounces of pasta and cook it al dente. Now that the mushrooms have browned a bit, we are going to add a bit of salt and pepper. And then about 1/8 of a cup of white wine. And let them cook for 2 to 3 minutes. Then add half a cup of chicken stock and bring it to a boil. And then we add our pasta. And then add in some garlic chives if you have them. Now let's get this into some bowls and give it a taste. All right, well, it smells pretty good, so I have my trusty tester here and we're gonna see how the mushrooms go.
All right. Yes, it looks very good.
Grab a mushroom, maybe. Just
sure. Yeah.
try that first.
What was I thinking?
Lawn mushroom.
Lawn mushroom.
Cheers. All
Cheers.
right. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's very good.
Just a little bit sweet, maybe?
Yeah, perhaps.
But delicious.
It's very good.
Free food on the lawn.
Absolutely.
And if you see another video, we didn't die. We'll be okay, honest.
Yes. No.
So until next time, keep
Keep
it
it weedy.